What is up, YouTube? This is He Got Kicks. I hope you guys are all having a great day today. Before I get into this video, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell that we get notifications every time I drop on these bangers. Hit the like button, hit the share button, do all of those great things for me. Hope you guys are all having a great holiday and holiday weekend with your family, and be safe traveling, please, everybody. That is most important. Be safe traveling to and from. And of course, I hope everybody has just an outstanding time with their family and make lifelong memories. Super dope. Again, you guys, man, we're on the race to 30K, and while we're shooting this video, we are like 30 subs away. So whenever this goes live, we may have hit it, we may not have, I don't know. But if we have, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 30K. You guys don't know how much it really means to me. I appreciate it, man. You guys have truly changed my life. And in honor of 30K, kind of a celebration, something I've been looking to do for you guys for a little bit, because I know people are going to be looking this up for forever and needing tips on this for forever, is we are going to be doing today a real versus fake of course, the lost and found Air Jordan 1. This one right here is probably the best one that I've been able to find, and I want you guys to be able to kind of get this kind of help. You guys know I want these tips to help people. I don't want anybody have to, you know, pay for a sneaker and end up being fake. So I want to at least put my 2 cents in on this and help as many people as I can. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. The real, of course, is the size 10 right here. Yeah, see, that's how close it is. I had to make sure I got a 10.5 and a fake. That way you guys can know. So one thing that I did notice first and foremost before we get into everything is when I opened this up, it was super close. So, but this right here, first thing I noticed was when I put the boxes on top of each other, this is a 10.5, so the box is supposed to be bigger, is actually smaller. Like, I'm able to move it and there's still room and everything on that. But if you look at the fonts and everything, the fonts are actually very close. The one thing that I did notice with both of my real pairs that I do have is whenever you look at the sticker, this isn't like a telltale sign, but all the real ones that I've seen do not have it just straight sideways. They're all all the labels are kind of at a little bit of an angle. That's one thing that I noticed. But also the lid, if you look at the lid, fake pair is a little bit lighter than the real pair. As you can see right there, the orange is just a little bit lighter. And that is one thing that I noticed off the bat, so that was quick. But in the box, there's not really too much. So here is the 10.5 in the fake right here. As you can see, the one thing that was very quick and noticeable for me was the cracked leather. And that's something that I just don't think they're gonna get, you know, right now very easily. So I think that cracked leather is going to be the telltale sign for a lot and for a long time. That's just my opinion. So if you feel the leather or the material was another thing. So the material right here is really soft. The material right here is just super soft. It doesn't feel like it has like that cracking in it or like that rough feeling like all the real ones do for me. That was a very quick thing. Another thing too on the Nike Air, a little off for me if you just kind of look and compare both of the Nike Airs. This is the fake. You know, the Nike Air to me was just a little bit off from the font wise, but the cracked leather was the first thing. It's not as defined. Like, it is not as defined as the real one is at all. And another thing is the fake wear on the bottom is a lot more like excessive. Like, you can definitely tell the difference in this one to this one. They're both laced the same. They both come with the white lace at the bottom, black lace at the top. That is one thing. You know, reds are really the same and everything. But if you look at the Air Jordan, it just, like, if you look at the A, like, you really have to look at it. The A is kind of, there's not much of the A right here on the fake, as you know, is as defined in the A on the Wings logo on that one. Again, the stitching part is a little different, of course, right here on the swoosh. As you can tell right there is a little off. That is a little off as well. Whenever, if you pull it on this side, it's a little better. Like, it's actually just a little bit better. Actually, and another telltale sign is there was no like glue stains. There was no like real big quality control issues for that. So the two biggest things that I have seen myself personally has been the cracked leather. That is the one thing that I think is going to take a while for them to get, and of course the excessiveness right here on the bottom of the wear. Another thing is too, they kept the stamp right here on the lid. Sometimes they leave it on there, sometimes they don't. If they're lazy, they don't, but they still had like the actual, like, a lot of people will see that stamp right there and be like, oh, that's real. Like, you'll see that right there and you think, oh, that's a real one because it has that Nike stamp. And most of the time that's true. And it's kind of funny how all these fakes, every single one that I get, come with a older StockX tag and a verified tag. It's just all kind of funny to me. Another thing, as you can see right here, it all comes with that YDM label, the green sticker on the inside. If this green sticker, you might not be able to feel it, but if you can see like ridges in it, that is how you know that that is a real YDM sticker from Nike, because the fakes do not have the ridges in it. So like whenever I just showed you that one, pull the other sneaker out here, set this down here, and you'll be able to see on my YDM sticker right here, you might be able to see it, you might not, but it has the ridges right there, and you can either, you know, sometimes you can feel them if they're like real indentured, but on some of them you cannot. But that one right there has the ridges, and that's another telltale sign on the box. And just these little itty bitty tips can help you. The paper, like this one just feels like real frail, and this one feels like it's actually kind of like actual newspaper in a way, but this one's very, very frail and just kind of flimsy. So that is not a very good sign either. My invoice right here, here's the real, here's the fake. The fake is not as like kind of light as this one. It's like a little like not as like defined, but it's kind of like wild how close they actually did get it. Man, like even like right here, so the font of the real one is thinner than the font of the fake one on the paw up here. Like that is one thing too, the paw L, and just everything else, like all the font just seems to be just a little bit thicker on this one than it does in the real pair. So that's honestly, there's a lot of differences, but still not a whole lot that to the eye of somebody that doesn't know, they could get it wrong and be out some big time money. Like even like the cracked leather on here, like just, I don't know, it just all in all is not very good. And also right here how they put the, this is how it came, you know, they tried to make it be like the actual like stuffing that went in it, the actual shoe tree and stuff, but not even close. Now the one thing I will give them is the smell is actually not that bad. Like it actually still kind of smells like a gluey, but it isn't like a horrible smell like most fakes are. Like it's just not that bad. But this one has a very distinct smell to it as well. It doesn't have that normal Jordan 1 smell. This one, it still has that gluey smell, but it doesn't like stink or anything like that. Like most of the time, they are horrible. But as you can see, again, on this shoe right here, the excessiveness of the wear on the bottom is another big thing. Like I said, just all in all, there's a lot that was wrong with it, and a lot of differences. But again, to like somebody that isn't, you know, in it, and doesn't see this, you know, every day, or doesn't have real pairs already, they could definitely be got by just by that. And you know, I haven't even gotten into, like, I didn't see anything that was like ghost stitching wise or anything when I went over these before, but still, like, that's another telltale sign right there, is ghost stitching. But if they don't have it, you're not going to be able to tell. So there's a lot of differences, and just still they're getting really, really good, people. Like this one, to the eye of somebody that doesn't look into it every single day, they can really get got. And I'm gonna show you guys again the back. Like if you look at the shape, the shapes are getting closer and closer. Like they almost have it. Like it is super close. Like if you look at the shape, so this is the real, this is the fake. the shape of the back is close. Like if it usually has that like hourglass or whatever, it's getting close. So yeah, that right there, that's about all I have for you guys on that one. I don't want to make this a super long video, but again, I just kind of want to make sure that I give you guys some tips to look at whenever you guys are going after a pair of lost and founds, because I know a lot of people are going to be going after them for a long time ahead, and this one right here, no go. So be sure, check it. The only thing, like I said, huge difference on the box was the color was just a little off. So be sure, again, do your research. I hope this helps as many people as it can. I don't want to see anybody get got, because that is just a very terrible thing, and you know, we've all been there at one point or time. So trust me, that's why I do these videos. Everything is educational purposes only. So be sure, again, if you guys are new to that channel, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell with notifications, the like button, hit the share button, do all those great things. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.